अस्तु तृतीयकक्ष्यार्थं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं. So welcome you all for the third session. Okay, so let's get started with the day 3, but before that we'll just do a day 2 recap. So we have seen a couple of pronouns in day 2 like saha, sa and tat. So it equally means he and she and that. So here we have seen couple of examples like Saha Ramaha, Saha Krishnaha, and Sa Devi, Sa Mala, Sa Sita, and Tat Pustakam, Tat Dwaram, Tat Vyajanam fan. So like this we have seen couple of examples, and the last class we learned also that these three pronouns are not only meant like Saha, Sa is not only meant for living beings, it can also be used for non-living beings. So example, Saha Vrikshaha. Vrikshaha is a tree. So we will not say Tat Vriksham, we will say Saha Vrikshaha. And Saha Margaha, Saha Devalayaha, the temple. So and also Sa is also used for specifying non-living things like Sa Vatika, Sa Nadi, Sa Kupi. So these are a couple of words we have seen last class. And Tat is also used to specify a living being like Mitram. Tat Mitram, we will say that is friend. We will not say he is friend or she is friend. So how do we categorize? That we have seen a few rules. How do we categorize the gender of these words? Like all masculine words will generally end with a and aha. Basically aha, it generally ends with Ramaha, Krishnaha, Vrikshaha, Devalayaha. So the words which generally ends with aha will fall into masculine category, and the words which ends with dirgha letters like Mala, Sita, Devi, Kupi, Nadi. So all these words have long vowels at the end. So these long letter, not the long vowel ending words, generally they are the feminine words. And whatever words which ends with im like Pustakam, Dwaram, Vejanam, Pushpam, Netram. So all these words which ends with im, they are generally the neuter gender. So if you want to say that is or he is or she is, we have to see the which word we are using like Devalayaha, and we have to see the ending of that word, and accordingly we have to use the pronoun of that category. If the ending letter is aha, it's a masculine, the masculine pronoun will be saha. So you have to use saha devalayaha. And even if you see the pronouns saha, it ends with aha, and sa, it ends with dirgha letter, and that is again ends with kind of im, kind of consonant, it ends with consonant. So that is the categorization we have seen, and these rules will not apply for all the words, but this applies for most of the words. 70 to 80% of words in Sanskrit, they undergo based on these rules we can categorize the gender. And we have also seen couple of other pronouns like eshaha, esha, etat. So it is similar to he, she and that, but only thing is instead of that and this will come. Basically if you want to say in general he is boy, or then you can use saha, balakaha. But if you want to specifically say a nearer person, you can use eshaha. Like saha will be that person. I mean, basically in English there is no differentiation. He and she is only word we will use for nearer object, a nearer person and the far person. But in Sanskrit there is a difference like this he and that he, and this she and that she, and this object and that object. So it will be this object will be etat and that object will be tat. and this she will be Esha, that she will be Sa. So this he will be Eshaha, that he will be Saha. So main difference, the only addition is the A is prefixed with the word Saha Eshaha, Sa Esha, Tat Etat. So prefixing A means that object nearer to you. And the questions we have seen Kaha, Ka and Kim. Kaha means, and Kaha and Ka means who. Generally it means who, like Kaha Ramaha, who is Rama. Ka Sita, who is Sita. And Kaha Devalayaha, so what is temple. So like that, Kaha and Ka are used to specify the meaning of who and sometimes what, and based on the next word which you are using. If it is a non-living word, if you are using, that becomes it gives a meaning of what, like Kaha Devalayaha, Kaha Margaha. Okay, and Kim we already know it means what. So these pronouns are used based on the gender, not based on the meanings. Basically, in Sanskrit, this gender is defined based on the pronunciation of the words, not based on the meaning. But very rarely the meaning also comes, like example, Mata and Pita. So both ends with Dirgha letter, Mata and Pita. But still Mata is a feminine and Pita is a masculine. That's because the meaning of the word. Okay, but generally long letters will be feminine and short letters with visarga will be the masculine, and ending consonants, ending letters will be the neuter. Okay, and we have seen couple of vocabulary. We'll just revise it again today, and we have seen how to use the online dictionary, spoken Sanskrit.de, and we have also seen how to make simple yes or no questions like Saha Ramaha, he is Rama, and you can ask is he Rama. So it's, if you want to make a yes or no questions like is he Rama, then you can say Saha Ramaha Va. So if you append Va, that statement becomes question, that statement becomes yes or no question. And Sa Sita, Sa Sita Va, so it means that statement becomes question, is she Sita. So, and we have seen the summary of the last class, like we have masculine, feminine and neuter. The distant objects are in general we use Saha, Sa, Tat. That is the most frequently used while talking. And nearer objects we use Eshaha, Esha, Etat. And for questions we use Kaha, Ka, Kim. Okay. So any questions still here before we get into actual topic today? Okay, let me go ahead. So we have seen couple of vocabulary words in the last class, like Vimanam, Chashakaha, glass, Syutaha, bag, Kankatam, the comb, Dvichakrika, two-wheeler, and Chamasaha, spoon, and Kunjika is a key, Tula is weighing gauge, and Kartari is scissor, and Duravani is telephone, and Lekhani is pen. So if you observe these words, there are a couple of words which ends with im, they are all neuter, and the words which ends with visarga or aha, they are all masculine. The words which ends with long letters, they are all feminine, like Tat Vimanam, Saha Chashakaha, Saha Syutaha, Tat Kankatam, Sa Dvichakrika, Saha Chamasaha, Sa Kunchika, Sa Tula, Sa Kartari, Sa Duravani, Sa Lekhani. So these are the this is how you can differentiate the gender, and you can accordingly you can use the pronouns with it. And the next topic is for today is there are two new words which are more frequently used while speaking. The first one is asti and second one is nasti. So nasti, it just means na asti. Just the combination of na asti becomes nasti. So asti means exist, nasti means it doesn't exist. Okay. You can now in the picture you can see a lot of objects in the picture. So what all exists, probably we can say that object name and you can say asti. What all doesn't exist, you can specify that object and you can say nasti. So here nasti means does not exist and asti means exists. Example, vimanam asti, the flight is here, and chashakaha asti, the cup is here, and divichakrika asti, two-wheeler is here, and the kartari asti, scissor is here. And the nasti examples are like deepaha nasti. In the picture there is no lamp. Deepaha nasti. Lokayanam nasti. Lokayanam is bus is not there. Lokayanam is nasti. Ankani nasti. Ankani pencil. Ankani nasti. Lekhani asti. The pen is there but the pencil is not there. And upanetram nasti. The spectacles. And vrikshaha nasti, the tree. So here one important thing to observe is the asti nasti doesn't change based on the gender. Okay, so you can use any object and you can say asti or nasti. Okay, so this is what, it's very simple words, two simple words, but it is very useful while really used in spoken Sanskrit. So as part of the exercise, let's all do a small exercise. Just you can pick up few items from your room and you can say asti, and a few which doesn't exist in your room you can say the item name and nasti. So probably if you don't know the Sanskrit names for those items, you can use English names like table asti, bottle asti, phone asti, computer asti. You can use that word, but maybe we'll learn the vocabulary of part of it. Okay, next let's go to the next one. Specifying the location. So we know the any object you can say, and you can say asti nasti, it exists, doesn't exist. Does it exist means you just have to add a va after that. Asti va, nasti va, jalam asti va, water is there. Kupi asti va, bottle is there. Is bottle there? So some you are making a question out of a statement. So okay, so now you have to specify some location. You want to say jalam asti va, water is there. So then you have to say yeah, there is a water. So you have to specify some location there or here. So there are a couple of words which we will be learning as part of this, like balakaha atra asti. So here if you see balakaha, we know the meaning, the boy, and asti we know the meaning, is exist, boy is there, and atra means here. So the boy is here, the balakaha atra asti. And pustakam atra asti, book is here. Okay, so atra means here. So you can say anything which is just here, like kupi atra asti, duravani atra asti, sanganakam atra asti, computer, and dwaram atra asti, door, griham atra asti, home. And the other word nadi tatra asti. So nadi is a river and asti is exist. Tatra means there. So nadi tatra asti. Tatra means there. So nadi tatra asti. Anantaram pushpam tatra asti. The flower is there. And vidyalayaha tatra asti. The school is there. And the devalayaha tatra asti. the temple is there, and vatika tatra asti, the garden is there, and margaha atra asti, the road is here. Okay, and the balika tatra asti, the girl is there. So basically here and there, we if you use most of the conversational, it solves most of the conversational purposes. Like here, atra means here and tatra means there. And the question could be where. The balakaha kutra asti, so where is the boy? The kutra is the question. So generally if you see all the question statements in Sanskrit, they start with ka, like kaha, ka, kim. Now it's one more word called kutra, that also starts with ka. Okay, so the kutra means where. And pustakam kutra asti, where is the book? So balakaha kutra asti, where is the boy? Pushpam kutra asti, where is the flower? And devalayaha kutra asti, where is the temple? And patashala kutra asti, where is the school? And denuhu kutra asti, where is the cow? So you can put any any word in Sanskrit, and after that you can ask kutra asti, and the answers could be atra or tatra. Like balakaha atra asti, nadi tatra asti, devalayaha tatra asti. So like that. And there are a couple of other words like sarvatra. So wherever tra comes, that specifically says the location. Like atra, it ends with tra, and tatra ends with tra, and kutra ends with tra. So the tra, wherever comes, it specifies the location. Atra means here, and tatra is there, and kutra is where. And sarvatra, sarva means every, all. Sarvatra, all places. So vayuhu sarvatra asti, vayu exists everywhere. And devaha sarvatra asti, the god exists everywhere. And one more word again, tra, like anya tra. Anya means other, tra means place, other place. So samudraha anyatra asti, the ocean is somewhere else, not here. Atra nasti, tatra nasti, anyatra asti. So samudraha anyatra asti. And gajaha anyatra asti, the elephant. Gajaha means elephant, anyatra somewhere else, asti exists. The elephant exists somewhere else. And griham ekatra. Ekatra, again tra is a location, eka is single. Griham ekatra asti, house exists in single place. So basically this ekatra, we will use it for plural things, like all the houses are in single place, or all the temples are at the same place, all the schools are at the same place, all boys are at the same place. Mostly it is frequently used for the plurals. As we have not seen the plural usage, so I am just giving example of singular. So griham ekatra asti, house is in single place. And apanaha ekatra asti. Apanaha means shop, ekatra means single place, shop exists at single place. So here just to revise, we have couple of new words we learned, like atra, tatra, kutra, sarvatra, anyatra. So atra means here, tatra means there, kutra means where, sarvatra everywhere, anyatra other place, and ekatra at one place. So now if you see any word, if you take balakaha kutra asti, all the words we know, except only thing, extra thing is the vocabulary that we have to improve, and remaining words we can frame ourselves. So as part of the exercise, can you frame few sentences which are nearby and which are far from you? So I can say my computer is nearby, so I can say sanganakam atra asti, and the door is far, so dwaram tatra asti. This slide introduces, next we'll go to the next one. This slide introduces couple of words like aham, bhavan, bhavati. So these are the three words. It's again whatever words which I pick up, they are generally used more frequently while conversing. So aham means I or I am. That's what it means, aham. Like aham balakaha, I am the boy. Okay, so we already know how to use saha, sa, tat. The same thing, instead of saha, sa, you will be using aham to specify yourself. Like aham balakaha, aham ashokaha, aham balika, aham sikshika. So aham ashokaha is a name, aham balika, I am the girl, and aham sikshika, I am teacher. Sikshaka is a feminine version of sikshakaha. So these are a couple of examples. Like aham you can use, and after that you can use any gender words. You can use a masculine or feminine or neuter, anything which suits you. So aham balakaha, aham ashokaha, aham balika, aham sikshika, aham vaidya, aham nartaki, aham nartakaha, aham bhikshakaha, bhikshukaha, aham yuvakaha, aham sishuhu. So you can use any word which suits you. Okay. Yeah, aham grahini uttamam. And the next word is bhavan. Bhavan means you. It's you. It again same like aham. You will be using you are, bhavan yuvakaha, you are young person, and bhavan sikshakaha, you are teacher, and bhavan vaidyaha, you are your doctor, and bhavan ramaha, you are Rama. So again, you can use any masculine word to specify the person which is in front, who is in front of you. And bhavati is for the is again, it means you, but for the feminine. Like bhavati yuvati, you are young lady, and bhavati sikshika, you are teacher, and bhavati vaidya, you are doctor, and bhavati kaveri is some name, you are Kaveri. So that's all. So here aham doesn't have any gender specific rules. You can use aham with anything that specifies yourself, and bhavan bhavati specifies the person in front of you. Bhavan is used to specify masculine, and bhavati is for feminine. So if you see, bhavan yuvakaha, bhavati yuvati, bhavan sikshakaha, bhavati sikshika, bhavan vaidyaha, bhavati vaidya, bhavan ramaha, bhavati Kaveri. So this is the only difference, bhavan bhavati. Aham you can use with any gender. The new words from here is aham, bhavan, bhavati. And you can even ask bhavan kaha. Bhavan is you, and kaha is bhavan is you, and kaha is who. So who are you? And bhavati ka, who are you? It's again bhavan kaha is a masculine version of it, and bhavati ka is a feminine version of it. Okay, so anybody wants to introduce yourself, your name and what you are doing? Can we try answering in Sanskrit? So I can say, Mama nama Ashokaha, Aham Sikshakaha. Okay, let's get into next one. The numbers in Sanskrit. So we'll just see today for 10 numbers. Ekam is for 1, Dve 2, Treeni 3, Chatvari 4, Pancha 5, Shat 6, Sapta 7, Ashta 8, Nava 9, Dasha 10. So again, punaha ekavaram, one more time. Ekam, Dve, Treeni, Chatvari, Pancha, Shat, Sapta, Ashta, Nava, Dasha. So there are common words which we generally use in Sanskrit while conversation, like Suprabhatam for good morning, and Namaskaraha. Just you can greet anybody with Namaskaraha, and Shubharatrihi, good night, and Hari Om is for hello, and Kshamyatam is for sorry, Chinta Mastu is for no problem or no issues. So again once more, Suprabhatam, Namaskaraha, Shubharatrihi, Hari Om, Kshamyatam, Chinta Mastu. So there are a couple of other words like Dhanyavadaha, thank you, thanks, and Swagatam, welcome. I think most of you already heard about these words. Okay, the summary of the day is we have learned few vocabularies, and we learned asti, nasti, exists and does not exist, and the location specific words like atra, tatra, kutra, sarvatra, anyatra, ekatra. So all tra words specifies the location. And aham, bhavan, bhavati. I am, you, and you are masculine version and feminine version of it. And then we have seen numbers, and we have seen common words like Suprabhatam and Shubharatrihi, and those words we have seen. So that's all for today's session. Astu, dhanyavadaha, shvaha asmin samaye eva milamaha. Thank you for everyone. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time.